Hey everyone, up here at the office late tonight because I had my greatest aha moment of all time when it comes to running Facebook ads, when it comes to growing my business and converting customers, converting leads, converting prospects into sales. Now, if you're anything like me, you've tried to run Facebook ads before and you have lost your tail. All you've done is given Mark Zuckerberg more money, and he doesn't need any more money. But what I finally discovered, what I finally figured out today was this. The secret to growing a business starts with Instagram. Now let me show you what I mean. Let's start over here on Instagram. That's our little Instagram logo. Here's what you do. You connect with Instagram influencers. And what you do when you connect with Instagram influencers is you find a big Instagram page that has hundreds of thousands of followers or even millions of followers, and you get them to promote a product that you have that's free. This is just so you can start generating leads and you can collect emails. Emails is key because what we're going to do is we're going to start with Instagram and we're going to finish down here with Facebook. And what we're going to do with Facebook is we're going to create something called a Lookalike Audience. Because if you just go start running ads on Facebook and you take the shotgun approach, maybe you try to target certain customers, certain demographics, you're not going to have success. Trust me, I did. I hired very smart people and tried to get them to do it, and they didn't have success either. Where success comes on Facebook is something called a Lookalike Audience. But you might be thinking, or maybe even know, what is a lookalike audience? A lookalike audience is where Facebook does their magic and they go out and they find customers that look like your current customers and put your advertisements in front of them. So that way you actually convert and make money. And so a lookalike audience takes maybe one of your customers. You'll learn quickly I was not an art major. They take your customers and then they load them into their database and go start creating more customers that look like your customers and put your ads in front of the right people. That's the problem. Our ads don't get in front of the right people because we can't get these lookalike audiences and we can't get targeted. So where does Instagram influencers come in? Here's where they come in, and here's where the magic really happens, guys. You go to an Instagram influencer and you have them promote something that is free. And let me give you a secret website where you can find free PDFs, you can find free ebooks, find free cheat sheet for virtually any niche out there. They have tens of thousands of ebooks that you can buy for like $5 and $10. Here it is. Master-resell rights.com. Take a screenshot of this right now. You'll want to go to this website and you can find thousands of pre-written ebooks that you can use as, we call it, bait. You've got to drop bait in front of your customers so that way you can get that email address. Now let's talk a little bit more about exactly how that breaks down and how that works. Take a screenshot of this. Okay. So we're going to go to an Instagram influencer in your niche. Maybe it's finance, maybe it's fitness, maybe it's motivation, maybe it's personal development, maybe it's travel. But you have Instagram influencers who have spent tens of thousands of dollars and years building up these massive audiences that already have your customers right there in front of them. And what these Instagram influencers have is something called TLC. Now, I'm not talking about tender love and care. I'm talking about trust, credit or loyalty, and credibility. Mr. CREDIB. There we go, credibility. And because they have this trust, this loyalty and credibility already built up with their audience, already with these millions or hundreds of thousands, whatever it might be, of followers, when they recommend your product, when they recommend that free PDF or that free ebook, their customers will take action and they will get it. And so you have to make certain you write this down. They have the trust, they have the loyalty, they have the credibility. And so this is the way you'll structure the shout out when you connect with these Instagram influencers. And most of them, you'll look in their bio. They'll have an email address, or they'll tell you to direct message them, or there might be an app called Kik, K-I-K. That's how you connect with these guys. And this is how they make their money. This is their source of income, so they will gladly do this for you. The first thing you'll do when they're promoting your free, whatever it is, PDF or ebook, is you'll make certain that they personally recommend your product. Because remember, they have that TLC, that trust, that loyalty, and credibility. So when they personally recommend your product, their followers are more apt to take action. Number 2 is the link in their The link has to be in their bio, and that's really important because I see people miss the mark and make the mistake by putting the link over on their Instagram page, and you definitely should do that, but you don't want to make the people who are trying to get your free product go to a different page. You want it to be directly on the Instagram influencer. And if they tell you they don't do that, go on to the next one because there's a ton of them that do. And last, number 3, you need to make certain that your landing page looks like your ad. This is really important. You get a personal recommendation for whatever that free product is, that PDF, that ebook, and then you put the link in the Instagram influencer's bio, and then you make absolutely certain that everything is congruent. You want them to understand that they're going to the exact same ad, the exact same landing page, and they're getting this free whatever it is that you're offering. Okay, next. Screenshot. Let's just break the numbers down. And we buy shout-outs all the time, so I know exactly what these things cost. But there's tons of Instagram pages out there that have 1 million followers. And what you can expect to pay for an Instagram page to put their link in the bio and personally recommend your product is around $300. Now let's do the math on here. If they promote your product, if they personally recommend it, probably 500 people will go to that landing page. And if it looks similar, if it's congruent to what your shout out looks like, probably half of them will opt in and give you your email address in exchange for that free ebook, the free PDF that you didn't even have to write, you didn't even have to come up with. And so now is what happens. They'll get their PDF, and then you'll start an email sequence with these people. And what I generally like to do is add value. Just send them something that's going to help them solve their problem. Send them something that's going to add value to their life and help them succeed. Send another email, and this is usually the next day, day 1, day 2, day 3. So this happens fast. This doesn't take very much time. And day 3, you pitch them something. You pitch them some type of a product, and you'll probably get about an 8% buy rate, which is very low. 92% won't buy it. But let's say 20 people will buy a product for $50. That turns into $1,000. Let's say that less than 8. Let's say that 4. So we divide this in half. That's $500. Those are super simple numbers to achieve and to work with. But as what you did is you spent $300. You made $500, well, you made $200, the difference right there. But here's the whole point. Here's what we're after. We're after email addresses of people who will be very similar to your perfect customer. So that way we can get over to Facebook with this lookalike audience, and we can upload these emails to Facebook, and they can go out and find more people. You'll need to do this at least 4 times total. So that's going to be $1,200. And let's just stick with the 500. 2,000. So you're profiting right away, guys, from this. Plus you're building trust, loyalty, and credibility yourself because you have your own ebook or your own PDF to where you're helping someone solve a problem. That turns this emails into 1,000. Now you're going to take these 1,000 emails And now's when you're going to go advertise on Facebook, after you've already connected with the Instagram influencer, after they've already promoted your product, and you can rinse and repeat. You can do this over and over. And if you're on Instagram, if you go to an influencer's page, on the right-hand side of their bio, there's a little down arrow. Instagram does the work for you. They'll go ahead and start suggesting other similar pages, so that way you can check out those pages and see if they'll do shout outs, and you can keep growing this email list. Typically about 40% of these emails will match Facebook's emails. And so Facebook will take those 400 emails, go with their extremely sophisticated algorithm, and they'll go out and find more customers. There's even automation that we personally use. Every single time an Instagram influencer promotes our product, we get a new email address. It automatically uploads it to Facebook. So we're continuing to refine our process. We're continuing to refine our targeting so our ads are getting shown to the perfect people. Guys, lookalike audiences is the holy grail. Holy grail of advertising. But the problem I've had, and you probably have had as well, is that you can't collect enough email addresses to get the holy grail, to get Facebook to do their magic and go out and show your ads to the perfect people. This is so important when it comes down to advertising and turning the money that you're spending into more money. You know, when I started advertising on Facebook, for every $10 somebody would cost me to opt in, I would make $3 or $4, which I was losing money hand over fist and continuing to contribute to Mark Zuckerberg. This way now, this is why I'm up here late. This is why I'm so excited, because finally I realized Instagram influencers can get me the email addresses to where I can upload to Facebook and continue to refine my audience to where I can get leads so much less expensive. I'm telling you, again, the best way to create wealth is to turn advertising into profit. I hope this video helps. I hope you'll implement this, but most importantly, guys, you have to take action. If you don't do anything about this, if you don't connect with these Instagram influencers, if you don't realize the secret to growing your business starts with Instagram, I mean, Facebook bought Instagram for $1 billion. Now they're worth $35 billion. Facebook is very smart. They know specifically exactly where your customers are. Connect with Instagram influencers, upload these emails to Facebook, let them do the hard work, and I promise you, you'll finally find success in advertising on Facebook.